You know, we have 400 individuals racing. We have like over 100 team in media here. We have another 50 volunteers and more crew, the abseiling crew, the rope crew, safety crew, the farmers. We're going over 70 landowners' properties. I mean, start adding this together, we start hitting thousands and numbers of people who's involved in this particular event.
It's been a long time in the coming. I mean, it's our 15th expedition race, 10, 12 years of organizing. It obviously all gets us down to the world champs now. And then mainly moving our family from inland, 1,000 kilometers away where our house is, to this resort for 2 years, moving the kids to school, Heidi staying permanently with the kids, me commuting up and down for a year or so. Yeah, it's a huge commitment, but this is the area we chose, and I think this is the area that will deliver for the teams.
So yeah, it's incredible. I mean, it's satisfaction, it's great. At this moment in time, we're buzzing, but at this moment in time, it's just try to be in the moment and remember that it's going to pass like this and then it's gone.
Hello everyone, on behalf of Expedition Africa, welcome to the World Champs in South Africa.
It's a really special moment. I think as soon as we all heard that there's World Champs in our backyard, it wasn't a question, it was just who's racing, and we were definitely going to be there. So yeah, no, it's really special, and I think Stefan and Heidi have gone to no end to make sure that this is going to be an absolutely fantastic event. We know the events are good, but this one's going to be special.
Okay, I'm super pumped to be here. We're at the AR World Championship. I'm part of the Apex Synergy crew. We're doing the live stream to YouTube for the opening event. So we'll be covering whatever's happening in here. We're excited for the guys to arrive and see everyone make it, and yeah, just to see the excitement and get into this vibe of the start of this event.
All right now we started the bike box loading. We have to weigh and load over 400 bike boxes to get them to TA1 before their transition onto leg 2. So right now, teams are starting to line up. They're weighing their boxes. They have to be 25 kilos or less, and then they're taking them on and getting them on the truck. This is the first of several trucks that we're going to load up with bike boxes to get them down the line for the race.
And this is one of the things. There's so much logistics that go into a race like this that behind the scenes no one sees what goes into this, huh?
Yeah, there's a ton of people organizing and moving gear that it helps. We have over 30 volunteers that are moving gear and organizing gear this time for this race because there's so many teams and there's a lot to move, and we have to move everything several times to move it down the line. So there's a whole team of just doing logistics and moving gear.
And one of the things that Expedition Africa is really good at doing is giving back to the community. So the races will bring something over, and then we leave something here for the community.
It's really so important for this event here that we're able to give back to the community. We've got about 1,600 individual soccer players out in the community, 43 soccer clubs, and all of these are going to go back and help them achieve their goals.
Oh, I think it's extremely important. You know, it's so nice that people who have the privilege to do races like this can give back, give a soccer ball to a community, give a few soccer balls, and just show some support.
You know, there's so many kids over here that really need this, and we have that ability to bring them, and just to give back to the community is something that is our honor, and we enjoy doing that.
No, I think it's really important when Rotary approached me and said that the AR adventure race were keen to help out and get the sponsorship of soccer balls going, I was really impressed, because just a lot of clubs struggle with poverty, and just getting soccer balls is a problem. So now that we can kind of cover that and get 600 soccer balls and distribute them throughout the area, is going to be pretty epic for the kids, eh?
Thank you!
Bus 2, all 4 of you here? Yeah, bus 2. From the front. Yeah, from the front.
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm fine, except that we have to wake up at 4 in the morning.
Racing is different than organizing. Organizing, you have all the pressure of the teams, and they're on your shoulders. And racing is more like having fun, experiencing what the race organizers have done with a lot of effort. And as a race organizer, I know the effort they put.
Well, I think the feeling for everybody is different. The racers is just super nervous, the organizers is crazy running around, and probably the staff is trying to help as much as they can. So definitely it's a great moment for everybody. So it's going to be a 9 days of adventure. Pura vida.
Yeah, it was awesome. If I never did it again, it was all worth it. It was the memory I always wanted. It was just perfect. I mean, how can I ask for anything more than this? To all the race directors there in the world who has these dreams, it takes incredible sacrifice. And if you're not fully invested and immersed into the sport like me, this is the only way you can create this magic. So to all of you, keep on creating the spirit for adventure racing and just living the dream where these people are putting them in this. I mean, look at this nature.
I've met Heidi and Stefan at the house of Alan Hobson. Alan Hobson is the person responsible for tourism in this small town of Somerset East. At that stage, very, very overwhelmed to think that the world is coming to Gill College, Gill College in Somerset East, a small town in a semi-rural area here in South Africa. It's like a little drop on the map of South Africa. But what a privilege to have the world in this small town, in this small school, and we're so excited and we feel so honored about it, honestly.
It's great to showcase our country. It's an awesome country, and we get to showcase the beauty of it. We're getting people out of their full comfort zones. So, at the end of the day, to get them to do things that they're not really happy to do, it's a big thing for them, And for us to get them down there, well, it's awesome.
Sometimes excitement, sometimes fear. Most of the time you'll see tiredness. That's what you're going to see in their eyes, because I think they travel roughly about 250 km, and then they get to us, so tiredness. But some of them are very happy to do this.
I think at the end of the day, it's all about creating a story and telling the story, because I think at adventure racing you get so caught up in the moment and it's hard and you're pushing your body to the limits, and then being able at the end of the day to look back and be like, sure, hey, what have I done, where have I been, look at this, it was amazing.
Something we were just discussing off camera now was the effort that you have to put in to get the footage to the people so that they understand. And you have people sit in the car park, shoot from far, shoot in transition, shoot on the road. Yeah, we need that footage, but then you need the guys who are willing to haul themselves up these steep little climbs.
100%, the sand is unforgiving, and I can't imagine how hard it must be for these guys to mission on, and they have to start on stuff like this. It's insane. Get their head into the game. I already see some guys suffering. It's early days, but the drama's already going to happen quite soon.
You know, we do all have day jobs and we have commitments elsewhere. So to come here and do this for 2 weeks just proves how much we actually love the sport. We've left everything behind, our businesses, our family. We've taken a time off to be part of this.
The joy for me of adventure racing is getting out here, just seeing some of the most beautiful places. I mean, this is the middle of the Karoo, it's early in the morning, so we get up with the sunrise. There's no better excuse to get up early and watch the sunrise, and sometimes you need a little bit of a kick to say you've got to get out there to catch the teams. So I love it. I love the getting out into different parts of the country, getting out to different parts of the world, and then also meeting all the people. So it's not just the crew that you work with on every day of the race, but the teams as well. Like they all know me now. They call me by my name, and I kind of feel like I'm part of all of their teams. It's really quite a special thing. So definitely get a lot out of coming out to do these adventure races.
Having seen how he operates in terms of research and stuff, Stefan over the past year has just been in and out on every second, third month, just really preparing very well for this. So we're very, very excited and thankful to be part of this whole magnificent world event. The economic impact is magnificent. We'll probably be sure to do our calculations by Wednesday in terms of what it's all amounted to, but just from a number point of view, it's the largest number of people that our venue has actually carried in a period of 2 or 3 days. We've never had this influx of people coming through Buffelshoek, so that's a magnificent influx for us. We've prepared as best as possible, and the people are really supportive. Yeah, no, in terms of our staff, it's an amazing exposure for them. Cradock is not really a hospitality tourism area. So for us to train them in hospitality, to give them exposure to international guests, it's just a huge, it's like a tonic they're having at the moment, just to really see how things operate, different hours. It's just a total crash course, but a very good and positive one for us. It's lucky to have the people here and just experience South African hospitality.
So we are currently at T3. It's day 3 of the race. But for us volunteers and logistics, our race started 10 days before the normal race. So for us, it's day 13. Our race obviously starts with packing up all the branding, getting all of the transition boxes ready, all the media packs, all the race packs that need to be packed. And then all of the branding and the logistics layouts needs to all be sorted. So we have a team of 40 volunteers here at the race this year. Our volunteers are from all over the world. We need volunteers from all over the world because we've got teams racing from all over the world who speak different languages. So it really helps when our volunteers can speak the different languages so that we are able to communicate to the teams. Our volunteers are responsible for manning all of our transition areas and all the logistics that goes into the transition areas. So the timesheets of when the teams checked in and checked out, transition boxes, bike boxes that need to be moved from one transition to the next, and then dealing with problems that arises with the teams. You always need a medic at each transition. And then, as we are currently dealing with, the weather then plays another role in the races, and the volunteers have to think very quickly on their feet and adjust to the certain weather patterns and to the craziness that the weather brings. So huge shout out to our volunteers. They work through the night, so it's not only the racers that are exhausted at the end of these races. Most of them are awake the whole way through the night, to try and ensure that we give our racers the best experience possible.
Brad here from Expedition Africa, this year's 2023 Adventure Racing World Championships. We're here at the southern end of the kayak leg, and we're going to briefly run you through a quick introduction of what it took just to get the boats here for this massive event involving all these competitions and all these competitors that are with us today. So behind me we have the fluid kayaks. They started in Johannesburg, and it took 2 20-meter vehicles, multiple trips, which is about a 16-hour one-way drive to bring all of these kayaks down to the staging station, which was graciously donated to us in terms of space. And then from there, what we've had to use is this 10-meter open concept trailer from the start of the leg to the end. In an event this size, it's a massive undertaking from a logistics perspective. We only have 80 boats, and if all teams make it through to the start of the paddle, we need roughly 240 kayaks to complete the mission. So what we have to do is transport boats about 14 to 16 at a time, about an hour and 15 minutes over a mountain pass in order to get the boats in time for the start. So as much as everybody talks about the race and everybody's watching the dots from an athlete's perspective, there's certainly a race within the race to make sure these athletes have, whether it's their bikes, their boats, all their gear kind of at the right place at the right time, so they can continue participating uninterrupted and enjoy the beauty that South Africa has to offer.
Never felt so shitty in my life.
How crazy is this?
Very crazy. But that's, I guess, why everybody comes, I mean, I think that half of the people know that they're not going to finish, but they're just trying to see how much they can take that. There's up 20 teams that will do the thing or so at full, and I think the rest of us are here just for the fun.
Okay, I'm Chris Lamprecht. The farm here that I'm farming on is Rus in Vrede. Stefan got hold of me via the Camino, Baviaans Camino section people to use the section for the World Championship. It's nice to have them see this prime time of the Baviaans now. We came out of a big drought which lasts for about 7-8 years, and now we've got the beautiful rain afterwards, and all the waters is running through the rivers, and everything is green.
On Expedition Africa, and it's about the 7th day of the race. The teams are now very spread out, but at 1 o'clock today there is a cutoff here, and any team that has not got out of this TA by 1 o'clock heading down the route, they will be sent on an alternate route. That route will take them directly by bicycle to TA9, and then they will still have a 37k hike along the beautiful South African coast into the finish.
Team Mountain Mammoth, Team 19, it's just before the cutoff. We're leaving the transition area, about to head out on the hike. We are still full course, and we're smashing it. We've
had some ups and some downs.
Yeah.
But we're going to have a lot more
diarrhea, nausea, we've attacked it all. And another day down, you will see us at the finish line, finishing this full course. We haven't come this far to stop now.
It's Anna here from Coimbra Cycle Centre in St. Francis Bay. We are stationed here at Noordspoort at T7, the transition after the 224 kilometer cycle leg. We got a nice wash bay sponsored by Squirt, which helps us a great deal with the amount of weather that we had. Look, adventure racing athletes are definitely a different kind of breed. It's not, nothing gets in their way. They always try and get to the end. It doesn't matter what it takes. But just the level, their spirit levels are just so cool to see. Yeah, fortunate to be involved in this event.
I'm happy. I would say about 60 to 70% happy. There's obviously a lot of areas we can improve on, but look, it's 100% in the fact that nobody has that serious injuries. But yeah, no, definitely things we could improve on. Things out of our power, like the canyon, the rain, and the sun. I mean, God basically puts this thing together. I just sort of connect the dots. So yeah, definitely areas we can improve on. But yeah, I think people enjoy it as long as they talk about it for the next 5 years. Then it's probably good.
I said you're literally the only person we've seen for the last 26 hours.
And just think like how many people have actually seen this place. And okay, thanks Stefan for that gnarly descent at the end, like it really tested us. But like the desert, even though it was awfully hard and hot, it was still amazing to see how people live out there.
This place is stunning. Brutal, but just beautiful.
Brutally
Look
stunning.
at it. I mean, we were on top of those mountains this morning. You can't appreciate it from a car. You've got to be on foot or on your bike to appreciate the beauty. And I challenge anyone to do it.
You know when you have that feeling of things are just too good to be true? And you're like, I don't want to say anything, and then something's going to happen. And that's exactly what happened. So it's just a ripple effect, you know, like one thing happens and then, you know, it's like the dominoes that start rolling. And how do you as an event organizer rein it in and pull it back and just get back control of the situation? But what it does, the moment when weather and things came into play, it just puts so much more pressure on the organization and how you then put contingency plans into place. Stefan is ahead, he's checking his part, he's working ahead, I'm cleaning the back end. And yeah, that's how we roll, that's how we function together, and I think that's why it works.
The last team from Paraguay is making their way down the beach right now, and you can just feel their energy. It's really an incredible moment to come to the end of the AR World Championships 2023. It's been my honor and privilege to follow these athletes this week, do behind the scenes, and show you what it takes to put on this event. But one of those special moments is when this last team crosses the finish line. We all know we can take a deep breath and know we've all raced a race within ourselves. It's been an incredible week, and I cannot say it enough to Heidi and Stefan. Thank you for this incredible, incredible adventure.
Hey,